one of the biggest things that God has been teaching me through serving on worship team is that it's not about my strength or my musical abilities. I think a lot of the times I wish that I was a better piano player or I had a wider vocal range, but I think through serving on worship, He's taught me that He listens to my heart. It's not about how awesome of a musician I am. That's not going to make Him love me any more than He already does. And in the same way, if I mess up on a note or if my voice cracks, He's not going to love me less either. So He approves of me as I am. He just wants to hear my heart, and He already calls me child and beloved daughter. So I think that's one of the biggest things I've learned. One experience of stepping out in faith, I guess, and also a really good, important reminder for me was one of the first songs I was asked to lead was Great Are You, Lord, and the chorus goes, it's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. And I think that was really important for me to know that it's not my breath in my lungs, but it's what He has given me. And the way that we serve, the way that we worship is not something that comes out of ourselves, but it's an overflow of what He's already given to us.
It's hard to explain, but there's a real satisfaction with being able to do something for the church that I know really needs to get done. I mean, there's a shortage of volunteers in almost every organization. In Kid City, there's a limited number of people that have time or have signed up. And it feels really good to me to know that I'm there at least one Sunday a month helping and contributing back to the growth of these kids. But separate to that, in terms of spiritual journey, there's something about being with kids and hearing their really honest response to questions, or the kind of unbridled faith that sort of comes out of being a kid and not having fear and not doubting, that oftentimes I find challenges me and inspires me. And that was a surprise, a real blessing.
God has been teaching me through these beautiful children how to have childlike faith. I've been a Christian all my life. I was brought up in the church, and so I thought that I knew everything or most of what I needed to know about Christ. But serving these children, it helped me to realize that there's so much that I still don't know, and they're teaching me how to just be joyful and how to just love God in spite of everything, and it's been such an awesome experience.
The church that I was a part of before Trinity Life was a little bit older, and they were more established. They had a building and they were around for many years. So coming to TLC was an eye-opener for me, realizing all the work that is put into getting it up and going every Sunday. And so for me, I realized the sacrifice that it would take to be part of this ministry. I was a little bit hesitant at first, realizing that I would have to wake up really early and stay a little bit later. But through the process, I've learned just of the reward of giving back in this way, being part of the church as a whole, and its whole mission of being present here in Toronto and starting up something that's really, really exciting.